And it's getting awfully close. We can beat it. We can beat it if we try. And it's not just some great thing. Together we can make it real. We can beat it. We can beat it in this life.
Please give to the Canadian Cancer Society. If we all fight it together, cancer can be beaten.
Now 3:38 left in the first period. The Algonquin Barons 2, the West Ferris Trojans no score. The puck stumped out in the center ice zone. We have a race for the puck and almost a 2-on-1 opportunity, and that was broken up. The Barons again carry the puck in, ridden out of the play heavily. There was Horth, and Ferris carries the puck up, and all alone was Baptiste. Puck comes on the near side to Horth. Horth just backhands it into the zone as the Barons now change on the go. Good pressure there by Lowe as he gave Clausen a run for the puck.
The Trojan defensemen are just skating so slow they didn't even try to make a play on that puck, and the Baron man just almost checked the goaltender.
Puck now dumped into the sideboards, and Ferris elects just to dump it down in the center right zone and relieve some of the pressure. The Barons coming again, 12. St. Jules pass to the far side. Good move, but that is broken up in turn by Bridges.
Got the fists up a little bit there in the face as he drops, as Bridges dropped number 4, Caruso, on the far boards.
St. Jules now can't control the puck as it rolls over the line and back out in the center ice zone. Tremblay dumps the puck in again, Paulson. But we have an offside play on the call.
St. Joel was taken into the boards here on the near side. He was caught in over the blue line, that causing the offside call. And now the faceoff will come out to center ice.
2:27 left here in the first stanza. 2-0. Algonquin leads West Ferris. Pro going up against DeGagne, and they get waved out. A little over anxious. Martin now controls the puck, rifling the pass up to Pro. It glances off his stick, and Dennis takes a whack at it. He cannot clear it as Ferris comes moving. Shot just wide of the net. On the near side, kept in by Martin. He rifles it in, and it's broken up by the Barons. Tremblay dumps the puck in. Paulson handles that one. He now clears it to the side, and Forth controls. He loses control. An opportunity broken up. Again, that's a good opportunity and a good defensive play. Broke it up. And Ferris just rifles the puck down the ice.
Just a beautiful play by Martin to get the stick out there and prevent the pass to getting over to St. Jules because he was wide open. He would have had a clear opportunity.
My apologies, James. Martin carried the puck in. He's still pursuing it behind the net. Dennis can't clear it. Dennis and Martin going in the boards. Puck underneath player, shot just wide again. Ashbo carries the puck out over the line. He gets ridden off the play, and Ferris. Martin controlling the puck. He gets bumped off the play. Picked up by 18. Shot saved. As McKenzie rifled a shot. Good save by Bro. Martin rifles a low one. Out front, just missed. That slid through the crease as the Ferris Trojans are putting on a little pressure. Kept in and just backhanded in, where it's gathered in by Tremblay, and he can't control it, and Bro has to cover up.
Good pressure by the West Ferris Trojans. Defenseman Jerry Martin was pitching in there, and he played that role as a forward as he got in tight. Forward dropping back for him, and the Trojans had all kind of pressure. The body's starting to fly out there. It's getting a little bit rough.
1:04 left in the first period. 2-0 Algonquin over Ferris. Face off inside the Algonquin zone. Gathered in by Horth. Horth pursuing the puck on the far boards into the face-off circle. Carries it, dumps it out in front. And the pass went by, and here comes Lazat, centering pass to Bailey. Bailey loses control. It's just on the blue line and out, as the linesman was right there and whistled down the offside.
Good call. Bailey just couldn't keep it in at the blue line there. Just came across a line. He shoots it back in, and we have an offside call. Just 45 seconds remaining here in the first period.
With only 45 seconds, that does not mean we're not going to get any scoring if the first game's any indication.
Well, yes, we certainly did learn that in the first game. One goal coming with just 28 seconds remaining in the period, and the next at 18 seconds left.
Puck inside the Baron zone, tied up against the boards, but it's sprung free. Centering pass broken up by the Barons as pulling up his horse. Horse now making a race. Beautiful drop pass. Shot, save, and the puck goes over the net. A beautiful play, and Slow just failed to put that one in. A great save by Wayne Pawson.
I don't know how that one stayed out. I thought it hit just under the mesh, but all of a sudden it came out behind the net. The defenseman went down there, and I think the net came off its moorings a little bit. And I think he also was a little bit shaken up.
Beautiful setup on the play. 2-on-1. Nice drop pass. Lowe gathered it in, and good save as Pawson comes up. And he's going to have to do that if they want Ferris to get back into this game.
Face-offs were a big thing in the first game. Let's see how they are here as Ferris wins it. And that's important because there's only 20 seconds remaining in the period.
Martin dumps it around on the far boards to Baptiste. Centered it out in front, and it's broken up. Martin now centering pass. Good lead pass. Pat Lee's shot. Oh, just trickled wide of the net.
And we have a holding call against the Algonquin Barons. A tremendous play by Jason Baptiste as he went in alone, made the deke, and the puck just dribbled wide of the net. And now, who's going to get it? It's a holding call coming up to the Barons. It looks like it'll be the assistant captain, Denis. That is who it will be. As the Trojans go on the power play, just 4 seconds left here in the period. They're all trying to pitch in and get that one last opportunity before the buzzer sounds.
Now, what's your feeling with 4 seconds left in the game and pulling the goaltender?
I think it's a little bit risky at this stage of the game. Now, if you're down 2-1 and you only have, or 2-0 and you know you're facing elimination, I can see it. But the Trojans are already up 1-0. Why take the risk?
Face-off now as the clock ticks down. This will do it for the first period. A good effort by the Algonquin Barons. Give full credit to their effort as they came out to play this game.
We'll be back with second period action after these commercial messages. The Trojans trail the Barons 2-0. We'll be back.
One of our most important resources. We need it for wildlife, for agriculture, for recreation. We work with water across Canada to make sure it's there when and where it's needed. Because without water... Ducks Unlimited, Canada, working with water for the health of the land.
Second marker was Robert Caruso, with assists going to Robert DeGagne and Mark Tremblay. 1:56 left in the West Ferris power play. They trail 2-0 as we're just about ready to get this second period on its way.
It'll be interesting to see how the Trojans do in this power play. This has got to be an important thing in this hockey game.
Could set the tempo for the second period. Webster behind his own net, feeds the puck on the far board, centering pass taken by Baptiste. Broken up by the Barons. Clement tracing the puck in beside his own. Where it is and turned up down the ice. 1:29 left in the power play. Webster wraps it off the boards. It comes out in the center ice zone. Clement gathers it in. Taking his time, he rifles it off the glass in the zone. Martin gathering it in. As the Trojans seem to be taking their time on this power play. 1:15 left in the extra man opportunity. Up back in, Martin controlling it, center ice. At the red line, looking around, fires it in. Bro gloves it, sets it down behind the net. Clement picks it up. Clement wraps it off the board. It's kept in by Webster. Behind the net now, Ferris trying to set up this power play. 52 seconds left in the extra man opportunity. Centered off front, Bro knocks that away. Clement chases it down and rifles it down the ice.
Good penalty killing by the Barons. They're forming the box and keeping the Trojans to the outside, not letting them get in front of that net in the slot area to get good scoring opportunities.
LaPlante gathering speed, carries it, he drops it off. Good sidestep move by Perreault. He gets rubbed off, Baptiste rather. He gets rubbed off the play. Stumped out to the blue line. Webster has a shot. That goes wide. Held in by Martin on the far side. He backhands it in. Clement trying to hold the puck on the boards.
Center, right in front of the net, there was nobody watching number 17, Glinsky, for the Trojans. And finally, the Baron defenseman picked him up. But if that puck would have came in front of the net, there was no one within miles. As we look at the coach of the Algonquin Barons, Michel Chartrand, trying to get his club going. Excuse me, that's the assistant, Dale Hewitt.
13 seconds left in the power play. Face off inside the Algonquin Barons zone. They lead 2-0 here. 13-17 left in the second period. Puck comes back to the blue line. It's dumped in by Bailey. Trojans behind the Baron net now, trying to come in along the near side. No room there. Finds the man back at the point. Dumped in back to the corner. It is broken up. And Clement, who's lagging a lot of time, draws it out and chases it down into the zone. Bailey gathers it in, rifles along the far boards. McKenzie tips it out in the center ice zone, where the Barons control. DeGagne circling around, lays it out. Penalty is now over as we're at equal strength. 12:46 left here in the second period. 2-0 Barons over the Ferris Trojans. Trojans now bringing it up, and it's dumped in by Forth.
Trojans dumping it in and trying to chase, trying to bottle up the Barons in their own zone, and now we have a penalty call. It's going to be a high sticking infraction. And I don't know if they're going to give it to both of them. No, it's just going to be the Barons, I believe. It will be, and the Trojans will go back on the power play with 12:30 remaining here in the period. Dorian will get the high sticking infraction. Trojans need a goal on one of these power plays.
Certainly do. Great opportunity now, another power play, to get back into this game, only trailing by 2. And it doesn't help the Barons because it really throws your lines off when you're in a penalty situation all the time. Face-off will be inside the Barons zone, where it is in turn cleared out by Dennis. Right on to Paulson. He puts it behind his net where Webster pursues, but in turn it goes to Martin, who misses it. And it's now centered to Baptiste. Baptiste carries it over the blue line as the Trojans now trying to set up.
Setting up the box.
Tries to get it to Webster, but it is neatly broken up.
The problem there, the Trojan player telegraphed that pass. Everybody knew it was coming back here to the point. And now we have another penalty call coming up.
Behind the play, I do not believe I know what the call is going to be, but when we come back, it's 2-0. Algonquin Barons lead.
Jason, I told you to go to bed already. Would you please?
I'm not tired.
I told you 5 times to go to bed.
Oh, come on, Jim, please.
Hey, come on, come on.
Is this what you had in mind when you asked me to marry you?
No.
Remember when you first fell in love?
It's something more like this in mind.
Keep it that way. From the Mormons, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Have a drink of water?
That evens it out with only 1:33 remaining in the Algonquin penalty, and then they'll go on the power play for 27 seconds.
Gives a little more ice there as the Trojans carry it. Drop pass goes off the referee's skate, and that's a break because it probably would have went out into the neutral ice zone. Carrying the puck out now is Dennis. He loses his balance. And players heavily collide as Lowe sidesteps Billy McKenzie. Neatly carried in there. Another nice move by Forth. Rebound up front, over the net, a glorious opportunity.
An open net for Don Horth, and he put it up over the goaltender and up over the net, and it could have been 3-0, just inches away from that score.
He was looking at a wide open net. Shot goes off the defenseman. Dennis clears it around on the boards. Forth trying to keep the puck in. Forth shot goes off the defenseman, and it's knocked down by Lowe. Forth gets it again. Dennis now gets checked from behind. He wraps it off the boards. Martin is going to keep the puck in. Shoots a shot in front, and that's blocked by a defender. Lowe looking around as he carries the puck out over the blue line. Slides it over to Horth on the near side. That is broken up. And Lowe recircles again in the neutral zone, trying to get things going. Dumped in on the far side, where Tremblay chases it down. Pawson knocks it away from him. And Babcock comes breaking out on the wing. Babcock into the center ice zone. Carrying it in, dumps it in over the blue line, where Tim Lowe wraps it off the near boards.
The Algonquin penalty has expired, so they are now on the power play for 20 seconds.
Clement carrying the puck in the center ice zone. He winds up shot. And we have an offside call, I believe.
A very, very close call. And it will go against the Barons. Puck will be dropped now outside the Trojan blue line. 14 seconds remaining in the Baron power play. As we look at Glitsky serving his penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct.
DeCare taking the draw for Algonquin. Clement dumps it into the zone. Pawson stops it behind his net. Bailey takes his man out of the play as it comes around the far side of Webster, who just wraps it down, and that will kill the penalty.
And they'll call icing on it because Glitsky returned to the ice surface just before that puck was fired down the ice.
Exactly 10 minutes left to go here in the second period. The Algonquin Barons lead the West Ferris Trojans 2-0. The West Ferris Trojans, however, lead the best-of-3 series 1-0 by virtue of a 3-1 victory Wednesday night. Face-off inside the Ferris zone. Puck goes into the corner, gathered in by Bailey. Wraps it off on the near boards, and it is now in turn center. Nice long pass as the Trojans come breaking out. Nice move. Fans on the shot and clear it out in front as Gravel couldn't get wood on his shot as he had a good opportunity to put the Trojans on the board. Puck now in the corner. LaFrance takes it behind his own net where he's rubbed off the play. Bailey bats it down out front, just missed. As Gravel had another opportunity, just go wide. Puck's underneath the player, poke free, comes back to the point, dumped in on net, and Bro snags it with the mitt and hangs on.
Trojans with good pressure there. They bottled the Algonquin Barons up in their own zone. They were getting people in front of the net, trying to get a little bit of traffic in front of there and get some screenshots. They got the shot from the point, but the defenseman had cleared out the Trojan offenders, and he had an easy save, that being Richard Bro, as he just stuck the glove hand out and holds on for a face-off. 2-0. Barons lead the Trojans, 9:27 remaining here in the second period.
Fine display of goaltending on both ends, as was the case in game one. So making a few repairs to the ice, just to the left of goaltender Richard Bro.
Puck on a chip in the ice as they get out the puck in the water and the snow, and they make that ice solution to solve the problem.
They remedied the situation. Face-off will go to the right of Bro. 2-0, the Barons lead the Trojans. Lazat will be taking the draw for West Ferris. Puck comes back to the line, shot, but it's blocked out in front. St. Jules now dumps it out in the center ice zone. Bailey controls. He returns the pass. Gravel clears on the center ice zone. Dump now into the Baron zone. Tremblay behind his own net for the Barons. Wraps it off on the near boards. Held in, but finally poked out, and now we've got an opportunity as here comes DeGagne. DeGagne lead pass, place play, and they just missed it. DeGagne, a nice centering pass for St. Jules, and he failed to connect as the puck went over the net.
What a pass by DeGagne to St. Jules.
St. Jules again, left alone, big skate save.
The Trojan defensemen just tremendously sloppy in their own end, but here they come.
Left all alone, St. Jules. He fails to negotiate. Puck out front. And he makes the pat save as we're getting some good scoring opportunities as action picks up here in the second period. Puck now out front. Race for the puck, and it's just dumped down the ice. Icing waved off as the Barons will be making a player change. Ferris now bringing the puck on. Centering pass goes to LaPlante. His shot goes off a defender into the corner. Picking up the play as the Barons now come breaking out. Lead pass. Player did not look, so it went too far ahead of him, and Ferris takes over the play. Dumped in, deflected wide.
LaPlante is not skating as hard as what he did in game one. I think that ankle is bothering him because he's sort of lagging a little bit as he comes back to back check.
Martel picks up the puck, goes over the center right zone. Low shot. Clausen knocks that one out. And the puck is backhanded into the crowd as we have a stoppage in play.
7:38 remaining in the second period. 2-0. The Trojans trail the Algonquin Barons. We'll be back.
I'm going to tell you a secret, Cuddles. When I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor, an animal doctor. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm going to like it. I'll make it one way or another.
You can help make a dream come true. Back a fighter with Easter Seals.
Trojans on the attack. Shot, save. Oh. Puck dumped into the corner again as action's heating up. Near boards knocked out by number 10, Schillinglaw. Gathered in by 16, Horth. He falls on the play. He winds up. Shot, save. Off front, rebound. Gathered in by, and we've got a penalty now. Schillinglaw took the rebound and got hammered behind the net.
The Trojans will get the penalty. I believe that will be number 19, Tim Babcock, going to the penalty bench. 6:59 remaining here in the second period. 2-0. The Algonquin Barons lead the West Ferris Trojans.
It's my pleasure now to allow James Coleman to take over the play-by-play opportunity here for the rest of the game. And he'll do a fine job, as he always does.
Well, we hope. De Gagne will take the draw for Algonquin as they go on the power play. It's picked up by Martin behind the boards. He sends it around here on the near boards. Now flipped all the way down the ice by Billy McKenzie. Stopped by Bro behind his own net. He gives to Richard Clement.
Power play goal has been scored by the Barons already. Clement getting one early in the first period. So the power play has worked this evening.
Can't get out. Not being able to get out over his blue man is Denis. It was his body checked just before he got out, but now he clears it up to center ice, and here they come. De Gagne with it, trying to make one too many moves. He can't get in over the blue line, and it's picked up by the Trojans at center ice. They lose it, and now Jerry Martin brings it in on the far boards. Taken into the boards there by number 3, Denis. And it goes around into the near side and passed back out to center ice. De Gagne moving in over the blue line with 2 Algonquin players with him. He's ridden off the puck, though, and now it's fired all the way around and down the ice. With just a minute left in this power play for the Algonquin Barons.
Players seem to be skating a lot harder here in the second period. Both teams working for that puck, trying to be the first man onto the disc.
Coming into the corner is Pagbo. Pagbo still with him, looking for a man to pass to. He drops it back, comes back to the point. That's number 16, Horth. He gets it on the near side to Clement, back to Horth to Clement. Clement gets it over on the far wing. He tried to get it in front, but he can't, and now it comes to the near sides for Schillinglaw. Drops it to Clement, back to Schillinglaw. Staying on the outside, traffic in front of the goal. Schillinglaw drops it into the corner, comes back to Clement. Over to Horth, and his goal score! Horth makes it a 3-0 hockey game. 5:19 remaining in the second period.
Well set up by the Algonquin Barons as they used the passing well. Went back to the fence, went out in front, came back to the point where the shot just found its way to the mesh in the net. Great power play. Give them full credit as they executed well.
They had good traffic in front of the net also. A screen shot, Horth finds the upstairs corner on the glove side. It's 3-0 here in the second period for the Barons. And aren't we going back to game 3 on Monday night?
appears to be, but this game's far from being over.
It's an uphill climb now for the Trojans. They need a goal in a hurry to get the momentum back on their side. The draw is won by LaPlante. He gets it back to his defenseman, and now the puck is scooted into the zone, and it's picked up behind the net by Tremblay. He's being checked by the other number 14, Dave LaPlante. Goes into the corner with the puck cruising right in front, and the shot is stopped. LaPlante on the rebound. They can't get it in as it scoots just past the open net. Back to the point, Bailey with the shot, and it's stopped as a drive taken by Wayne Bailey hits Richard Blow in the midsection.
Richard Blow played a fine game as he did in game one. He had eye contact on both occasions, and I think that's the key right there. Webster had an opportunity earlier when the puck was nice in close, and Blow had the eyes on the puck and managed to come up with the save.
Trojans have to start winning those draws like they did in game one if they're going to get more opportunities. Puck brought back by DeGagne. He can't get it out over his blue line. And now it's picked up by the Trojans. Bailey keeps it in. Shoots it into the corner for Webster. Webster drops it off to Baptiste. And he is tripped, and there will be a penalty call. It'll go to Mark Tremblay. The Trojans will go back to the power play when we come back. 4:34 remaining in the second period. 3-0, the Barons lead.
War Amps key tags, a symbol of our work in Canada. Meet Sarah and Tina. As child amputees, they will have special needs quite different than others their age. From the latest myoelectric hands, to counseling, to the chance to meet other amputee children. No other organization in Canada can meet all these needs except the War Amps Child Amputee Program, and only with your direct support of our key tag service.
Off will be in the Algonquin zone. LaPlante will take it for Ferris. And now the sticks get up a little bit at center ice again. LaPlante taking a whack at the Baron center, and he is tossed out of the face-off circle. And now Brent Webster will take it for the Trojans. He loses the draw, and it's cleared out to center ice. Picked up in the neutral zone by Craig Bridges. He just flips it into the zone, and the Barons can't clear. Now they do. Back to the Trojan blue line. Puck goes on the far side for Webster. Webster with a blast, and it goes wide. Picked up on the near side by Baptiste. Gets back to the point for Bridges, who shoots it into the corner. Webster behind the net, looking for a man to pass to. Gets it in front. Bridges was cruising in alone. And now Horth will rip it up down the ice as he fired it. Just about hit the linesman.
Horth could have killed a little more time. As soon as he got the puck, he just turned and wrapped it. The defenseman was turning to go down the ice already, so he could have even taken the puck up a little more slowly.
Puck brought back over center red line by LaPlante. He gets it on the near side for Baptiste. Baptiste going into the corner, going around the net now, looking for the man to pass to. He's ridden off the puck by Denis. Still in the zone as it's picked up by LaPlante. Martin cruising in front of the net. LaPlante tried the center, and he does, and the puck just goes wide of the net. And now it's fired down the ice by the Barons as they kill off this penalty. Just 50 seconds remaining in the infraction. Kerry Martin with it at center ice for the Trojans. He'll bring it back in over the blue line. Goes around Denis. Still cruising towards the net. A shot, and what a save by Bro as LaPlante tried to flip it past him.
Great save by Bro as he followed that puck. Had his eyes on it again.
There's a shot for the point, and it's high off the goaltender. Picked up again in the corner by Webster. Behind the net to LaPlante. A slap shot, and it's blocked in front. LaPlante with it again. Webster gets it into the corner for Baptiste. This line with good pressure now. Baptiste still out behind the net, looking for a man to pass to. He goes to the far boards, and now is checked, and the puck will come out to center ice.
Bro came up with brilliant saves, and on one occasion he got some help from Clement as he fell in front of a shot that was teed up by the Ferris player. And it's always a goaltender's help when a defenseman gets in front of a few of those shots.
He now holds on to the puck, and the Trojans and the Barons will get a well-deserved rest as the action picks up here in the second period. Just 2:37 remaining. Just 3 seconds left in the Baron penalty. They lead 3-0 in Game 2 of the NDA Hockey Finals.
The difference in this game seems to be the Barons' ability to kill penalties and utilize their power play. In Game 1, their power play was inoperative, and their penalty killing was not bad, but now they're using and playing well, I think, their specialty teams, and they're leading by 3.
Puck is centered, they score! The Trojans get on the board! Billy McKenzie got the pass behind the net from Perro. He goes in front of the goal. He surprise throw, flips it along the ice, and it's a 3-1 hockey game in the second period.
Rowe was a little slow looking to where that puck was going and couldn't cover the corner. And a smart move, I believe, by Billy McKenzie to utilize that and quickly stuff it in the short side.
Now, Trojan fans finally have something to cheer about. The goal comes with just 2:28 remaining in the second period. It will be interesting to see how this will change the reflection of this hockey game. Face off at center. Perreault will take it against de Gagne for the Barons. Flipped into the Baron zone, and now it's back out to the neutral zone. Back into the Algonquin end. And it's picked up at center ice by de Gagne. De Gagne gets it to Caruso, but he can't go anywhere, and it's picked up now by Bailey. He bangs it off the boards, and that goes nowhere again. Picked up in the neutral zone. Here they come, 2-on-1. Going down the side, Glinsky's shot. It's a save. No goal. They think it's in, but it didn't go in, I don't think. I don't think that puck went in. I think it was a save. I don't think Sad's going to call it a goal either.
I think that did find the back of the net. And we got a hockey game on our hands, folks.
I still don't believe that puck went in the net. And the Algonquin coach is furious. He doesn't think it did either. To me, it looked like it went off the arm of the goaltender, Bro, and bounced straight back out, and the Ferris players put up their sticks, and the goal will count with just 2:02 remaining in the second. It's a 3-2 hockey game. Oh, boy, what a play. Mike Forth will get it for the Trojans. Face off to center ice. What a turn of events. 2 quick goals by West Ferris. It's a 3-2 hockey game. Caruso keeps it in the Trojan zone, and it's picked up by Bridges behind the goal. He fires it on the wing to Perreault. He can't get it out, and Wayne Bailey picks it up in his own zone. Bailey sends it near side, and now it comes out to center ice, where it's picked up by Tremblay. Bailey picks it up again for the Trojans. It goes into the zone. Here they come. Perreault, a shot. Bro makes a save, and he looks a little bit shaky in that goal for the Barons.
Good observation. Earlier in the game, Bro would confidently mitt that one down, and that time it bobbled out of his glove. So it's going to be interesting how, first of all, he reacts, and secondly, the whole Algonquin Baron team reacts when they fire 2 goals in probably less than 15 seconds. You know, that's going to have some effect on your team, and it's going to be interesting to see how actually both teams react.
Wayne Bailey has picked up a silly penalty for the West Ferris Trojans. After the whistle, he started shoving one of the Barons. He picks up the roughing call with 1:33 remaining in the second period.
Something you don't want to do, especially when the momentum's starting to pull your way, is give the Algonquin Barons a chance to get back into this game momentum-wise. Ferris was pulling away. 2 quick goals is obviously going to give their team a boost, and now they're going to have to kill a penalty. Maybe not the wisest move to make.
Face-off will go outside the blue line. The Trojans, team captain LaPlante will take it. He flips it into the zone, and now it's picked up by Clement. Clement moving in over the Trojan blue line. Nice move to go around Martin. He's got a man in front. He tries to center it, but it goes nowhere, and now a bad bounce off the glass as Dapis gets it out to center ice, and now another penalty. This time it'll go to the Barons. Another unnecessary call as the crowd starts to roar at Memorial Gardens. It'll be a cross-checking infraction.
Things are starting to get a little heated up, and some little behind-the-play checks, and that kind of eliminates the power play opportunity.
The league's top defenseman, he was awarded tonight before the hockey game. Clement will take the penalty.
He also seems to be bringing up the puck a lot for the Barons and controlling and setting up their power play, and that's definitely going to hurt them.
Now this opens up the ice surface again. It's a 4-on-4 situation as the puck is chased by Baptiste. He can't get it, and it comes back into the Trojan zone where Jerry Martin picks it up over the center red line. On the far side for LaPlante, back to Martin in the shot. LaPlante could not get the rebound as a save was made by Brew. Baptiste in the corner, trying to find a man, trying to center to LaPlante. He can't pick it up. LaPlante in the corner, but it's picked up by the team captain, number 7, Dan LaFrance. He can't get it out. It's shot back into the zone. Sloppy clearing by the Algonquin Barons. Jerry Martin with it. Martin makes 2 nice moves. He got around the defenseman. Still in with it behind the net, and now it's picked up by the Barons. Here they come. Out to center ice by Horth. He shoots it into the zone, and Bridges will pick it up. We have another penalty call. This one will go against the West Ferris Trojans, and now Jerry Martin just decks team captain Dan LaFrance on the far side, and they've cut them both on that one, so we're going to get 3 gentlemen going to the penalty box on this play. Just 25 seconds remaining in the second period.
I anticipate West Ferris will get the worst out of that call, seeing how they took the original penalty. And there was some retaliatory work again, which will send 2 extra players off, 1 from each side. And I believe that's going to give us a little more ice to be skating around on.
We lost 2 pretty good hockey players there from both sides. Team captain LaFrance for the Barons, and Jerry Martin, who took an unnecessary shove, but he brought LaFrance with him. So they will both, I believe, get roughing calls.
I believe Wayne Bailey drew the original penalty infraction. So as we sort things out here, only 25 seconds left in the second period. All this activity happens. Faceoff will be deep inside the West Ferris zone.
And how a hockey game can change in a matter of seconds. At one point, with just 3 minutes remaining in this period, it was 3-0 for the Barons. It's now, the lead has been cut to 3-2. One of those goals is controversial. I think a lot of people will want to see the videotape after this hockey game.
One thing I like about high school hockey games, there's competition on the ice, but there's competition in the stands as well. You've got good vocal crowds from both schools, and they're trying to outdo each other here with chants and cheers, and it's always nice to see.
It is nice to see. They have said that the attendance has dropped off for these high school games. They said 3 years ago, if you would have been here, this place would have 2,600 people here. My estimate is possibly 1,000.
Surprising, because there's some exciting hockey people out there are missing. This is good hockey, folks. Good, close, high-caliber hockey.
And don't forget, if there is a Game 3 in this series, it will go Monday night at the Gardens. Game time is 7:30. The Cable 4 television network will bring that game to you again with our exclusive coverage of NDA hockey playoff action in North Bay. Face-off will go deep in the Trojan zone as the fans begin the rhythmic clapping here on the Baron side of things. Brent Webster questioning Dave Saad to the whereabouts the face-off should take place.
A lot of ice out there, 3 aside, not including the goaltender, so there's a lot of room. Puck comes back,
he takes the shot, and it's picked up. Ron wanted to do a little bit of play-by-play for us.
Sorry, I got carried away, though. Go ahead.
Now it's picked up by the Trojan. It's easy to get carried away in such an exciting hockey game as it's picked up by Caruso. He's got a man with him, but the pass is just a little bit too far for LaFrance. He takes a sharp angle shot, and it will rebound all the way down into the Algonquin zone. The second period has now came to an end. It's 3-2. The Trojans trail the Algonquin Barons. We will be back with an interview with Ron Allen after these commercial messages. But first, a look at the second period summary.
Well, before we get to that summary, James, we're going to take a short station break.
Have you ever wanted to succeed at something more than anything else in your whole life? Can cancer be beaten? You bet your life it can. Please, give to the Canadian Cancer Society.
The blue jay is one of Canada's most colorful birds and often one of its noisiest. Its shrill call serves as a warning to other creatures of the woods. The blue jay can be found from Newfoundland to Alberta and prefers to nest in mixed wood forests. Both male and female participate in the incubation of eggs for a period of 17 days. The young are fed all types of food, including insects, caterpillars, and some berries and fruitland grain. The blue jay is one of the few birds that store food for future use, and some of the acorns so stored take root and eventually become beautiful hardwood trees. For more information about the blue jay, contact the Canadian Wildlife Service, Ottawa.
Joining me now at this intermission is Pete Randall, the convener of NDA Hockey. Pleasure having you with us.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Perhaps you just outline what's the responsibilities of a convener.
Well, the responsibilities are, I guess, many. You start probably back in last May. We started by drawing up a schedule. First of all, you arrange for ice time with the gardens and wherever you can get it. And we like to play here Wednesday doubleheaders and Friday doubleheaders. So the first thing to do is arrange ice time and then set up your schedule. And then from there, of course, you go on to officials, meetings with the officials to get them ready. And then it goes on into the fall where you have more meetings, setting up, going over the new rules and regulations which are come out through the CAHA or any changes we've made in our constitution. And, it's from then on, it's a matter of getting the league going and keeping an eye on things. Penalties and various things that come up, major penalties, match penalties. But just keep an eye on the league and making sure things are running the way they should, the way we want them to run with the high school league anyways. So,
as far as this year, has there been any rule changes or any things you've looked at specifically?
Well, there were a couple of rule changes we made with our misconduct, one with our misconduct penalty, but other than that, there weren't too many changes. We looked at one where we thought with the icing of the puck, we might have, instead of it being automatic when it crosses the red line, the whistle goes, we thought we might have the touch rule where the fellow had to go down and touch the puck before the whistle was blown, but we haven't brought any of those in yet. So the other one I was just watching out there, and I was just thinking that with the double minors, or the minors to each team, I thought we could put the fellow in the box, all right, but we should put fellows on the ice so other fellows can play the game too. So we might go for that next year.
Is there any headaches or any unique incidences that happened to you this year that you can remember?
Well, I don't know whether they're unique. After being around the high school league, I guess, for 20-some years now, I don't know whether they're unique, but, well, there were some incidents in the league. Of course, we had the defaulted game up in Franco City, which, I maybe shouldn't even mention again because we don't like that type of thing, but that was unique, I suppose, in a way. And we've had our share of misconducts and match penalties, etc. So, other than that, I don't know whether it's unique or not. I guess it was unique. We played so many games out of the gardens this year because of the ice skating or the figure skating this year, the Canadian Championships, and that hurt us a bit, I think, with our attendance and whatnot. We didn't have a chance to build to the playoffs. So, anyways,
quickly, perhaps you can just tell us where the winner of this series will go, and what does this mean?
The winner of this series goes on to Sault Ste. Marie next Thursday night and Friday, and they play a 3-game round-robin series, and the winner of that goes on to OFSA. And there's 2 teams from Sault, one from Sudbury and one from North Bay in that round-robin tournament next weekend. And then the OFSA tournament's the week after the winter break, which will be about the 21st or 22nd.
How has teams from North Bay fared at that level?
North Bay has never won the All-Ontario. At OSSA, we've won several NOSA championships, but we never won an All-Ontario championship. We may have a chance next year here in North Bay, so we're looking forward to that. And that's our big push for next year, is to get with the All-Ontario here. We hope to come up with some real strong teams and make a real challenge for it. So.
Thanks, Pete.
You're welcome.
We're speaking with Pete Randall, the convener of the NDA Hockey. We'll be right back with third period action right after this. Good game, boy, that changed.
Yeah, it did change it. It's amazing how one goal can change it.
When I was told that I had cancer, it was difficult to believe. The surgeon explained to me the tumor was still isolated, and with the advances which have been made in surgery, the chances of removing it cleanly were excellent. After nearly 6 years since the operation, I can honestly say that I enjoy excellent health. I participate in every activity that I did before, and probably even more.
How about that checkup you've been putting off? I went for mine. I'm sure glad I did.
You're watching programming from the studios of Canadore College. This is Cable 4 Television.
Here in the third period, the Algonquin Barons trying to stave off elimination, leading the West Ferris Trojans 3-2. A lot of ice to skate on out there. 3-on-3 as we start the third period. Both teams with the board full with penalties. Puck now comes back, and a giveaway as it comes Worth. His shot goes wide. That was Mike Forth for the Trojans. He tried to get in there, but he couldn't do so. And now it's picked up behind the net by Mark Tremblay. Gets it over here on the near boards for Tim Lowe.
This is something you don't see at a lot of levels of hockey, is the amount of ice because of coincidental minors, and because they don't have that in high school hockey, that's why you see all this ice out there, and it kind of seems unnatural now with the introduction of coincidental minors.
One penalty is expired for the Trojans, but he cannot come on the ice because there are 3 Trojans in the penalty box, so he will come back out once there's a whistle. As the Barons pick it up inside their own blue line, here they come over the center red line. There's a shot and a save made by Posson on the blast by number 16, Don Horth.
It'll be interesting to see how the goaltenders perform, especially Richard Breaux, after those 2 quick goals in the second period. He appeared to have a very strong game, and then them 2 goals seemed to affect him as he bobbled a few shots after that. So it's going to be interesting. We'll keep an eye on him, how he comes back here in the third period after those 2 quick West Ferris goals.
Just a quick look at the summary. Clement opened the scoring for the Barons from Tim Lowe, that coming at 9:30. And then a little bit later, Caruso gave the Barons a 2-0 lead from de Gagne and Tremblay. And then they made it 3-0 at 9:41 of the second period. The goal coming from Don Horth. And we'll continue the summary at the next station break as it comes back to the point for Tim Lowe, and he can't keep it in the zone.
And now our power play opportunity for Algonquin. Be interesting. They got 4 against 3, 4 skaters against 3.
Now the shot is blasted, and the save made by Posson, and he will hold on for a face-off. Now to resume that summary, the goal by Horth came off was assisted by Tim Lowe and Richard Clement. That goal coming at 9:41 of the second period. That made it 3-0. The Trojans fought back on a goal by Billy McKenzie, assisted by Babcock and Mike Forth. And then a controversial goal. No one is quite sure if it went in as Horth gets it at the point. He gets it over on the center side, and the shot goes wide. Horth will try to pitch in and keep it in. The Trojans on the power play, 4-on-3. He gets it on the far side, cruising right in, the shot, he scores! Well, Richard Clement got it in front, and I believe that was Caruso who put it home, and it's now a 4-2 Baron lead. 13:38 remaining in the hockey game.
Beautiful setup by Clement. He wound up to take the shot. He spotted Caruso at the side of the net and slid it to him, leaving the whole net for Caruso. He made no mistake. And that becomes the 3rd power play goal for Algonquin, and that appears to be the difference so far in this game.
As we add another goal to the summary, the faceoff down on Sunrise. And it's still 4-on-3 for Algonquin as Caruso has it. He drops it back on the point, and it's picked up by Clement on the far side. He moves in over the blue line as he gets by the Ferris defenseman. Now Baptiste will try to get it out for the Trojans.
de Gagne and Clement getting assists on the marker, which now puts the Barons ahead by 2. 4-2, and they're still on the power play.
Picked up again by the Barons in their own zone. Shot up the boards by Tremblay, and now it goes into the West Ferris zone. Trying to line him up was number 19, Babcock. He doesn't hit his man, but it's kept in at the point by Clement, and his long shot goes nowhere. Picked up over here by Tremblay. Tremblay's slap shot, and a save made by Posson, as it was shot right at him. Face-off will go to the left of Posson in the Trojan goal. 12:58 remaining here in the 3rd and final period of this hockey game. Jerry Martin still serving his minor penalty. He has 1:20 remaining in it. The Barons back on the power play, a 5-on-4 situation. Lowe will take the draw for the Barons. He will face off against Mike Forth. Lowe wins the draw. Trying to get it back to Tremblay, can't. Now Forth, they'll scoot it down into the Baron zone. Back to get it is Clement. He's being checked by Billy McKenzie. He gets it up on the boards, and now McKenzie almost intercepted the pass as Clement comes over on the near side to pick it up, and he's having trouble finding that puck as he brings it over into the neutral zone and into the West Ferris area as he goes in, and the shot just goes wide. Tremendous stick handling by Clement. And now the pass is picked up in front, and the Trojans will fire it down the ice.
Clement took that from his own blue line right in front of the West Ferris net, sidestepped a few players and made it look easy.
Picked up again in the corner by Mike Forth. He's forechecking there. Only 36 seconds remaining now in the Trojan penalty. 2-on-1. Here comes Horth. He takes the shot. He scores! Horth makes 5-2 Barons. They go wild at Memorial Gardens. And we will now go to a station break. 12:07 remaining in the third period. 5-2, the Barons lead the Trojans. They're still on the power play.
Look who's into fitness now.
You expect kids to horse around after school, but here they stay for our team gymnastics program. Exercise keeps them in shape and out of trouble. And they're really into it.
These TV exercise shows, Jim Dandy. You bend, you stretch, exercise your heart, your lungs, boogie on down. I'm into this.
Participation says Canadians are getting into fitness now.
And for the Barons, still going with it, centers it, and it's picked out there by Pawson. And we have a face-off. 5-2 hockey, the Barons lead.
It may sound repetitive here, but another power play opportunity, and that power play from Algonquin has finally come around. Not the same one that they had going in game one. They got 4 out of the 5 goals on a power play, and I think that may say something to West Ferris. You've got to watch the penalties you take.
Well, I think the difference is the Barons are a lot more aggressive in this hockey game than they were in game one. I think they've sort of worked out the bugs. They may have been a little bit nervous coming into this series.
Like the coach said, they're playing a smarter game.
Tremblay takes a shot, and it's picked off in front, and now Bailey has it on the near boards, and he will get it out to center ice. Picked up. The Trojans need a goal in a hurry. Glinsky can't get the pass. Back come the Barons. To Gagne, in over the line, looking for a man to pass to. He gets it in front to St. Jules. He can't do anything. He crashes into the boards, and he's down. St. Jules went head first into the boards behind the Trojan goal, and he's hurt.
He made an extra effort to extend himself, try to get a stick on that pass coming in front of the net. He dove for the pass and then was down on his knees and slid heavily into the end boards, and he's going to get some assistance from the bench here as he went hard into the end boards.
Tremendous opportunity again for the Barons as they continue to press here in the third period. 11:32 remaining in the hockey game. Game 3 looks like it could be very well possible.
I tell you, game 1, West Ferris came out and they beat their man to the puck. Now it seems Algonquin has taken over that, and they're beating their man to the puck. They're coming out of play. I tell you, game 3 is going to be a dandy if there's going to be a game 3. Let's not write off West Ferris, especially after they got those 2 quick goals. But supposing there is a game 3, I tell you, it will be a dandy.
The Trojans need a goal in a hurry to get a little bit of the momentum back in this hockey game. I thought they had it going into the third period with those 2 late goals.
I think what hurt them was the penalties they took at the end of the period. It really cut into the momentum they had going after the 2 quick goals, and I think it hurt them badly. They were not probably the brightest penalties to be taken, and that kind of unbalanced the team, so that gave Algonquin some power play opportunities, and they made use of them.
Another thing that has been big in this game is the goaltending. Again, it's been superb, but the difference is you got to be lucky to win or to be a good netminder. And Bro has been getting those breaks tonight, and Pawson hasn't. In game 1, it was just the opposite.
Well, you can't really blame Pawson on most of those goals. Like we said, 4 or 5 are on the power play, and they were good goals as well.
Face-off will go outside the Trojan blue line. LaPlante will take it against Tim Lowe for the Barons. LaPlante wins a draw, back to the point as here come the Trojans again. It's picked up there by Babcock. He shoots it into the zone as Baptiste goes into the corner. He can't get it, and it's fired by Denis around the boards, and it goes nowhere. Now it's back out into the neutral zone. Here come the Barons. The pass almost got through to Lowe, but the Trojans intercept. Here comes team captain LaPlante. In over the blue line, slap shot, and it goes wide as it's picked up now on the far side by Shillinglaw. Shillinglaw can't get anywhere with it, and back comes Horth. Horth just scoots it into the zone. Out of his own goal is Pawson. He just fires it up against the glass. Trojans again, not watching the man in front. There's a shot, and they score! They do it again! The Barons have made it a 6-2 hockey game, and what happened to the Trojan defenseman?
Pawson looked up and he's seen 2 maroon jerseys, and you can't stop that. A beautiful pass. He had a slide to cover. I think he got a piece of it, but the puck still trickled in over the line, and it is 6-2. They just left him alone to hold fort by himself, and you can't blame him again on that goal.
And that's where Pawson says, come on, guys, you really don't have to shoot. Why don't you got a 5-2 lead. Why don't you just leave me alone? Now a 6-2 hockey game, 10:49 remaining here in the third period. Four-goal lead for the Algonquin Barons. Face off at center. DeCare will take it. He wins the draw, and now it goes back to the point for the Barons. The shot is just flipped into the zone. Pawson makes the save and gives off to his defenseman Bailey, who backhands it up near the blue line. Can't get it out. Clement keeps it in. One-hand pass, and he tried to one-time it. Couldn't. It's cluttered in front. A shot and a save by Pawson. And now it's picked up on the near boards by Perro. He just gets it out over his blue line and no further as Wayne Bailey has it for the Trojans. In over the Baron blue line. Bailey takes a sharp angle shot. It goes nowhere, and now back come the Algonquin Barons. Team captain LaFrance, bad pass picked up by Bailey. Tries to get it in front. LaFrance has it again, and he gets it up on the boards. Here come back the Barons. The Trojans getting caught up as a long shot is weakly taken, and it goes off a defenseman's leg and is now picked up by Billy McKenzie. McKenzie has Perro with him. He can't get it in front, and back come Clement for the Barons. Clement moving in. What a rush! His backhand shot and a save by Pawson. He loses his goaltending stick, and the Trojans have to get it out in a hurry. They still can't get it out. Clement keeps it in, and his high backhander goes up over the glass. We will go to a station break. 9:38 remaining in the third period. 6-2. The Trojans trail the Algonquin Barons in Game 2.
Takes care of that. Oh, I'm Victor Borger, and I was going to tell you something, but we only have half a minute, and most of it is gone. But I can tell you the most important point in what I was going to tell you, that a little courtesy when you drive won't kill you. What?
Terry Martin just fired a blast at Bro. He makes the glove save. And the Barons playing good hockey.
Report on the injured player, Mark St. Jules, who went down heavily into the end boards. Apparently he's walking in the back halls, and we should see him again in this game, which is good news for the Barons.
Face-off taken, can't be won by Lizotte. They're still battling for possession. And now it's picked up by Gravel. He gets it into the zone. Still forechecking are the Trojans. They need a goal in a hurry as it goes behind the net. Denis trying to clear it. And he gets it up on the boards, and Caruso will just bang it out to center ice where it's picked up by Jerry Martin. Martin being hounded, he gets the pass out to the neutral zone. Backhanded into the area by Tim Babcock. Picked up behind the boards by Dorian. Dorian still can't get it, and now it's picked up. The Trojan center, no one there. Comes back to the point. There's a shot by Babcock. And it's stopped on the glove side as there's more pushing and shoving in front of the net. And Dave Sad got him. The Barons will get the penalty. He gave him that extra little shove on the retaliation. And LaPlante draws a penalty. Well, that is, the Barons get the penalty. LaPlante sort of forced him into that. And I believe that'll be Robert Dorian going to the penalty box. 2 minutes for roughing.
This is the opportunity West Ferris needs, a goal here. They showed they can get goals quickly, and perhaps they can do it again. They need to do it again. They're down by 4, and we've got 8 minutes left here in the third period.
Dave LaPlante will take the draw off Tim Lowe. He wins it back to Baptiste. He can't get the shot through. Now it's under him. He tried to get the pass into LaPlante, and it doesn't go anywhere as the puck is shot out to center. It hits the linesman and picked up by the Trojans. Bailey gets it up here on the near side for Webster. He just redirects the puck into the zone, and now it's fired up over the boards, and the face-off will go inside the Baron zone.
4 power play goals have been scored this evening, James, but they all came off the stick of Algonquin Barons. Have to give credit to the Barons penalty killing unit as they did a fine job throughout most of the game as well.
Trojans need a goal on this power play. They have 1:44 remaining in the manpower advantage. Plant on the draw. He can't win it, and now it's back up the center ice. Back come the Barons, and he was just one move short of a breakaway, that being Schillinglaw. LaPlante with the puck, tried to get the pass to Bailey. He does, and now it's fired back at the center. Delayed offside call, and it hits LaPlante's skate inside the blue line. He just shoots it into the corner in frustration as the face-off will go outside of the Baron zone. 8:09 remaining here in the hockey game, 6-2.
Barons were really...
Barons lead.
Excuse me, sir. The Barons were really fired up coming into this third period. I think they were fired up coming in this game. Just before the period started, the coach was just sitting there patting each player on the back, let's go. And I think it has really paid off. They're into this hockey game.
Crowd again begins a rhythmic clapping as LaPlante brings it into the zone. He is checked, and back come the Algonquin Barons. Forth with the puck, still with it. Forth, and now he will kill the clock as he brings it all the way into his own zone. A penalty killing demonstration being put on by the Barons. He fires it around the boards, and we got a penalty coming up. This one will go to the Trojans, a high sticking call to LaPlante, and I think he's getting a little bit hot under the collar.
Little frustration seems to be coming out.
Pardon me, that will not be LaPlante. Rather, Baptiste. He goes to the box for 2, and that eliminates the manpower advantage for the West Ferris Trojans. Face off outside the blue line. It's just shot into the zone by McKenzie, and back out to center ice where Jerry Martin picks it up. He is put to the ice by Horth. Good checking, and he shoots it into the corner, and now Pawson Ray out of his net to clear it for Billy McKenzie. McKenzie just flips it out to center ice, where it's picked up by LaFontaine. Fontaine can't get anywhere with it. Goes back into the Baron zone. Clement has it. Being checked by Perreault. He gets it up to LaFontaine. LaFontaine can't go anywhere with it as he is hounded by Billy McKenzie. McKenzie goes to the ice. Perreault with it now, and he goes nowhere as Clement has it again for the Barons. He spins away from 2 chuckers and moves it in over the red line. And he gets stopped, and we have an offside call. Horth was in alone, but it's offside. The puck goes into the net, but no goal, obviously. 6-2, the Barons lead the Trojans, 6:58 remaining in the hockey game. We'll be back. He gets it up on the far boards for Mike Forth to Perreault. Perreault just flips it into the Baron zone, and it's picked up behind the net by the Algonquin squad. Tremblay, nice backhand pass to Pagbo, and he shoots it into the hand, and Bridges gets it up to center ice, and now a solid hit right at center ice as Mike Forth is flattened by the Algonquin defenseman Denis. Comes back out to center ice. Tremblay with it. He drops it back to his defensive partner Denis, who in turn gives it back to Tremblay. Tremblay tried to get the pass on the left wing, but he can't go anywhere with it. And back comes Pagbo, or Dagogne that is, for the Barons, who shot right on. Easy stop. And now it's shot into the corner by Denis. Goes up off the glass, back into play. Bridges drives it around the boards for Mike Forth. Forth tried to get the pass to center. It goes nowhere as Wayne Bailey picks it up on the near boards. He's ridden off the puck, and the puck is shot back at the center ice. The penalty is now expired. Both teams playing at full strength. A tremendous hit again at center. We're seeing a lot of clean body checks in the neutral zone. Bridges gets it out to center ice where it's picked up by Denis. He tried to flip it past the Trojan forward checker Jeff Glinsky. Goes off Glinsky back into Denis. His weak backhand goes off the boards, and what a hit that was. Bailey got the fist right up in his face and dropped him, and now we got a penalty. Bridges is going to get 2 as he flattens the Baron player, and he's down. I think it's Caruso.
Behind the play, perhaps frustration, we're not sure, but that was nowhere near the play. He just took a run out of player and has put him down, and that's causing a little concern now for the Algonquin Barons side.
And the fans really getting on the Trojans. They think they're playing a little bit of dirty hockey here. Just 5:10 remaining in the third period. The Barons have this game in hand. They lead it 6-2. 5-minute major up on the board for roughing on the Trojan player. It will be number 5, Craig Bridges. 5-minute major, and that'll just kill the clock. There'll only be 10 seconds left, and with a major penalty, he stays in the box. even if the Algonquin Barons squad scores 15 goals.
That may make Algonquin's job a little easier. They appear to be just content to rag the puck as the game carries on here. They're really in no hurry now to get the puck down in the other end as they were earlier. And now the 5-minute measure, as you mentioned, they'll stay on the board even if they do score. And with 5:10 left in the game, you know, Ferris has dug themselves in a deep hole.
I think referee Dave Saad did the right thing on that call, giving the 5-minute major. Hopefully that'll settle the players down because we don't want to see a mob scene.
No, it was definitely, it was behind the play, an intentional run out of player. I don't think there was much disputing the call.
Face off near the neutral zone. It goes back into the Baron zone. Clement bangs it off the boards.
As soon as I say there's not much disputing the call, the West Ferris bench is being warned by SAD to keep down their complaints because they angrily opposed the 5-minute infraction.
Now the puck is picked up on the far side, just cleared by the Trojans. Out to Clement. We got another penalty coming to the Trojans behind the play. They got another attacker on there as the goaltender goes to the bench. And now Horth has it. Nice pass. Here they come, and they're offside. They had 4 going in, and now it's a slashing call going to the Trojans. Who's going to get it?
I believe Belford, Tim Belford's going to draw the slash. And we mentioned it earlier, and it may just be frustration behind the play, taking a whack, and Dave Sad's going to have no part of it.
So the Barons now have a 5-on-3 situation for the next 2 minutes. Face-off will be outside the Trojan blue line. Trojans have got to be frustrated now. Trailing 6-2 here in game 2. They lead the series 1-0.
I believe West Ferris has called a timeout now to perhaps regroup and settle them down or plan their strategy for the next 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
And with 4:37 left, they have a lot of regrouping to do. We'll go to a station break. 6-2, the Algonquin Barons lead the Trojans. We'll be back.
1968, we invented the slogan, freedom of choice. At the time, we didn't know any better. Today, technology has made freedom of choice utterly meaningless. Fetologists, unlike abortionists, know that it isn't just a blob or a piece of tissue, it's an identifiable human being. Now I ask you, what freedom of choice does he have if his mother decides to destroy him?
Brought to you by Right to Life, North Bay.
Trojans have used their timeout. Face-off will be outside their blue line. The care for the Barons, he can't get anywhere. Now Jerry Martin has it in his own zone. His wrist shot is banged off the boards out to center ice. Back comes Clement for the Barons. Moving in over the blue line. Clement still with it, trying to find a man. He does. Shot right in front. They score again. Dan LaFrance, the team captain, makes it a 7-2 hockey game, and it's becoming a rout.
Certainly is. Power play goal number 5. And anytime you give somebody like Richard Clement a lot of room, he can move that puck even if you're playing full strength, but you give him the extra bit of ice, you know, he's going to make a good play, and that's exactly what he did.
The timeout certainly did not help the Trojans on that play. That goal comes with just 4:23 remaining here in the third period. One Trojan player has returned from the penalty box, but there's still 4:13 remaining in the major penalty to Bridges.
Clement and Claude Martel drawing assists on the 7th Algonquin Baron marker. Like we mentioned, the 5th power play goal.
Schellinglaw tried to bring it into the Trojan zone, and now it's shot back down into Baron territory. Tremblay bangs it off the board as he has hammered into the boards. No penalty call. And it comes back up the center ice where Jerry Martin has it just inside his blue line. He takes the wrist shot, and he'll send it all the way down the ice, where Bro plays it off the boards for his teammate. Comes back up to Tim Lowe at center ice. Lowe tried to get it over here on the near boards for Horth. He can't get anywhere, and it's back into the Baron zone. Takara with it, or that's LaFontaine, his long slap shot. Easy save for Pawson as the fans get on him a little bit. Martin can't get out of his own zone as he is checked. Now he has a hold on him, and oh, here he goes again. Martin gets the penalty, and he's arguing it. I don't see any reason why, because he deserved that one.
He certainly did. He ignored the puck, and he said, well, okay, let's have a little tussle. And he threw his arms around the player. threw him up against the boards, and now finds himself inside the penalty box.
Jerry Martin is a senior on this hockey club, and he certainly does not need to set an example as such. Face-off will go in the Trojan zone. Again, Algonquin on the power play. It's a 5-on-3 situation. And we remember what happened last time they had that situation.
We're having a goaltender change now. Richard Rowe will be coming off, and in his place, Denny Filiatro will be playing the final 3 minutes and 31 seconds of Game 2.
Filiatro goes in the goal for the Barons. Face off in the Trojan zone. Drop back to the point. Now the blast, and it's blocked in front of the net as Horth gets it. Tries to get it in front. He does. Comes back on the point for Clement. Clement tried to get it back into Horth. Now it's picked off by Bailey. He shoots it up to center ice, and behind the play, Clement and Bailey. Just a few pushes and shoves, and they continue to play the game of hockey. Tim Lowe with it behind his own net. He circles. Comes across his own blue line, over the center red line. Gets it over on the left wing, 2-on-1. Here they come again. There's a weak shot, and the save made by Pawson, and he just bangs it in the air with his stick off the boards.
Schillinglaw could have had an opportunity to pass back to Lowe as Lowe came streaking in on the wing. Had he passed it back, I would say it was probably the better opportunity at a goal, because that would force Paulson to shift over to cover the net. Instead, Schillinglaw elected to shoot the puck, not getting as much wood as he probably would have liked, and Pawson came up with the save.
2:59 remaining in the hockey game, 7-2. The West Ferris Trojans trail the Algonquin Barons. Denis picks it up at his blue line, gets it off the boards, picked up here by Pagbo. He gets it into Degagne, and now it's rifled off the boards by Webster out to center ice. Shot back into the corner by Doreen. Goes back. Doreen with it again. A slap shot. Tried to deflect it in front. Another shot, and what a save that was by Pawson. He got the hand out there to make the stop. We will go to a station break. 7-2. The Barons lead the West Ferris Trojans. 2:32 remaining in the hockey game.
Learning together.
The Barons again on the power play. The puck goes into the corner. Still with it is Degagne. It drops back here for Denis. His long shot is partially blocked. He picks up his own rebound. Can't go anywhere with it as he is ridden off the puck by Bailey. And now Pagbo tried to center, and it can't be kept in by at the blue line by Doreen. Caruso with it, spinning at center ice. Goes in, he has two players with him. A slap shot, and a save by Pawson as he ripped it up top, and they hit him in the chest, and he hung on for a whistle.
Both teams now are probably turning their thoughts ahead to Monday night, Game 3, as this series will go the full limit, as I anticipate the Algonquin Barons with a 7-2 lead and only 1 minute and 45 seconds left to play will win this game. And that will force the third and deciding game Monday night here at Memorial Gardens, and I figure it will be a dandy.
And don't forget the Cable 4 television network will televise that game. Exclusive coverage of NDA playoff hockey. There's a stop by Pawson, and now it's flipped out the center ice, and here come the Trojans, short-handed at that. And he can't get anywhere. That's Mike Forth. He tried to get it over on the far side, and it goes off the leg, and LaFontaine picks it up for the Barons.
Penalty to Jerry Martin now has expired, but they're still with that major penalty, playing short-handed, the Ferris Trojans.
Picked up behind the net as it comes over here on the near side. And there's a shot from long range taken by Martel, and Jerry Martin has it behind the goal, and he will just send it all the way down the ice. And it's picked up there by Filiatro behind the net. Tremblay bangs around the board. 1 minute remaining in the hockey game. Jerry Martin at center ice. Makes one move. Goes around another defenseman, still with the puck. Martin with it. He'll take the wrist shot. Saved by Filiatro, and it goes up over the net. Kept in at the point as the blast is taken. It goes off the glass as Filiatro makes his first save of the hockey game.
Good individual effort there by Jerry Martin, walking all the way in. and testing for the Artro.
Now the puck back up to the blue line for the Trojans. Trying to get in was number 19, Babcock. He can't go anywhere. Now he picks it up again on the boards. He gets it into Mike Forth. Forth going into the corner against the other number 16, Don Horth. He can't go anywhere. Back come the Barons, 2-on-1. Into the zone is Lowe. He tried to get the pass through. Now he does, right in front. And it could not be tipped there by Schillinglaw. 3 seconds remaining in the hockey game. It goes out to center ice, and the series is tied at 1 game apiece. 7-2, the final score. The Algonquin Barons defeat the West Ferris Trojans.
Full credit give to the Algonquin Barons for a fine all-out 60-minute effort as they came back from a 3-1 loss in game 1 and rebounded to what I figured was a good, disciplined hockey game. They played a lot smarter, which was the intention of the coach. So they now win this game 7-2. That forces the third and final game. We'll be back after as we watch the players now shake their hand and have a final wrap-up.